go by the band before this is over. We're going by the
Nick and Taron show. We're talking about Corey Henry, the chariot that he parked, and it had a homeless man casually napping in it, using merch t-shirts as a pillow.
He's probably back in there. He's definitely back in there.
We should really go check.
Dude, if you ended this footage with us walking up and the homeless guy was in there, best TV show in history. So I was kind of a bastard of a little child, and every time my family would go on these huge family vacations. And I was the youngest of 6 boys, so I was a little whiny brat. And every time we would stop somewhere, I would require some sort of like toy or music thing, like, buy me something. I need something to appease my brattiness. So one time I got really excited because we walked into this little shitty gas station in like Alabama or something like that. And they had this like row of tapes, like cassette tapes, and my dad, grew up making me listen to like a bunch of the Stax stuff and Motown stuff, and so in these tapes I saw a Stevie Wonder tape, and I'm pretty certain the record was Songs in the Key of Life. I was like, Dad, you gotta buy me this tape, like Stevie Wonder, man, like please, man. And like it didn't take much selling because my dad's a musician, and so he was like, all right, man, shut up, I'll give you the tape. So we got the tape, and they had taken forever being in this store. It's like each boy had to go to the bathroom, everybody had to buy their stuff. So like I'm holding this tape for like 15 minutes, just building excitement the whole time. And we get out to the car, and it's all wrapped up, looks like brand new. So we get in, we start driving off. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna open this tape. I open the tape, I pull the tape out, and the cassette tape isn't Stevie Wonder. It's a Peebo Bryson cassette tape. So I start bawling uncontrollably. I'm like 5, 6, something. Because I've been super hyped about the Stevie Wonder thing. So like there's one layer of disappointment. There's multiples here. But the first layer of disappointment was like, damn, I don't get to listen to Songs in the Key of Life. It's so screwed up, man. Like who puts a Peebo Bryson? Like who the f is Peebo Bryson? So my dad's like, it's gonna be cool. Like it's Peebo Bryson's actually really good. Like this really good soul singer. Like 70s, 80s, whatever. So he built me back. I was down here. My dad built me back up to like, oh man, cool. Like all right, fine. I'll give Peebo Bryson a chance. And so I'm finally excited. We put the joint in the tape player, press play. And it's literally a blank tape. So not only did I get crushed one time by not being able to hear Stevie Wonder, but then I was reborn and got crushed again by not being able to hear the Peebo Bryson tape. So from that moment on, like every time I hear the name Peebo Bryson, like I go into an instant panic attack. And one of my favorite dad stories is they were recording. Actually, I think it was that song at a studio called Sun Studios in Memphis, I believe. Yeah, super famous studio, and the guy in charge of it was named Sam Phillips, who like Sam had discovered Elvis and all these other famous like old rock acts or whatever. And Sam was still homies with Elvis, and so by this time we were approaching Vegas era Elvis. So like he was big, but he was starting to get kind of fat, and like a lot of the youth was like, oh man, Elvis is not really the hang anymore. So my dad's in there recording, and Sam Phillips gets a phone call. And it's Elvis. And I was like, yo, Sam, man, what's going on? Sam's like, no, nothing. I'm recording this band from Norfolk, Nebraska, called Smoke Rig. And Elvis is like, well, man, I'm throwing this big party over at Graceland. Like, there's gonna be a bunch of ladies there. Like, it's gonna be a big hang. like tell the guys in the smoke ring, you know, bring them on by, man. Like it'll be cool. And Sam's like, all right. Gets off the phone. It was at the end of the session, and you know, Sam Phillips goes up to all my dad and all the dudes in the smoke ring, and it's like, hey, you know, there's a party over at Elvis's house. Like, do you guys want to go? And my dad's band had heard that there were some loose women at a bar down the street, and thought that gave them a better chance of, you know, maybe having a fun evening. So they said no, and didn't go party with Elvis at Graceland. Went to this bar, didn't find any loose women, and then didn't party with Elvis.
Dude, if you ended this footage with us walking up and the homeless guy was in there, best TV show in history.
How'd you come to connect with Aladdin? Is there a story?
R.C. Williams. Like I had connected with her. Well, I met her before. Like she used to own this theater in Dallas called the Black Forest Theater, and she had like this after party, like this Prince and Snoop Dogg after party, some shit. And I had met her briefly there. I was in high school. I wasn't even supposed to be there. Too young. Somehow, I always got into shit. But when I got to college, she came for our Spring Fest that year at Southern University, Baton Rouge. She came and she was performing for the Spring Fest, so I came and hung out, sat on the keyboard with RC, you know, in front of all the hoes and cameras and shit. You know, they're like, oh, Taron up there. Not knowing I'm just up there sitting down. I ain't doing nothing. But it's like, come on, you know how this shit is.
No, I don't, but I believe it.
When you're doing that shit to get people's attention, you know, on stage, side of stage, popping bottles, that type shit. But I don't know, she just liked my energy, and then I would end up playing for her by default. You know, Chris Dave missed his, like something happened with him with airport security, and I was going to go see him perform in New Orleans, and RC hit me up like halfway before I got there, like, say, you want to play this gig, Chris missed his flight. I was like, okay, so I'm excited, nervous. So I go play the gig, and he was just telling, you know, he was like, watch your hands, but just, you know, watch me though. And I did that. And after she told me, you know, she loved my feel and she gonna keep me around. And Big Mike gave me a wad of cash after that shit. And the rest is history.
You ever smoke with Snoop?
Plenty of times. Yeah, he hugged me and online. They was doing Ustream, and he like, roll a blunt, look. And I was like, okay. And I was scared, man. I've never done this. It was just me and him in this hotel room, because anywhere we used to go, everybody kind of stayed on the same floor. And what you would do, you'd down there go get your shit together in your room, grab all your weed, and go to his room, because everybody's gathered in his room playing video games. It felt like a family reunion the whole time I was with him. But I had got there first. He was playing the game, and he was on Ustream. He's like, roll one, little nigga. So I rolled one, you know, trying to be all conservative.
This with his weed?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Trying to be all conservative. I lit that shit and I gave it to him. He like, nigga. What is this, bro? It's a $5 blunt, man. Like, we rolled $40 blunts, man. Like, take that shit out of there. And so right then and there, I became an arrogant smoker, man. I don't think I had just had like Cali weed like that. Like Snoop weed, that shit is mixed with something else, man. Like only he can have.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, I got stuck.
No, what does that mean?
Like when you can't move, like you just sitting there in a place, and it's like the thing was you don't go in this room and get stuck and fall asleep.
Right.
Like have respect and get your ass out of there.
Yeah.
You don't want to get removed. Mm-hmm. And shit, I got stuck, but I knew I needed to get out of that shit, but I couldn't, man. It's like another Holy Ghost power. Some shit I didn't know what got a hold of me, man. Yeah, I got out. It took a minute, but shit. I feel like now that I have a hold of it, it's like some shit you have to grow. It's growing pains. That was my first experience. It's like drinking without the throw up and all that shit.
So what's Snoop like? Personally.
Snoop was a family man. I feel like he enjoyed having people around rather than isolating himself. So to me, that was one of my favorite tours ever been on. That's how I got cool with Bubby. Like Bubby was a lighter that shit, man. Bubby and smoke, Bubby and drink. All they did was ate meat and peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? He was on this. He was getting this shit together, and like it was dope for me to watch that and realize that you can like be yourself and keep yourself, no matter what tour you're on. Like as long as you know yourself, man, and do what is right, bro. It don't matter if you don't smoke weed or drink or shit. He's just a good vibe. I would love to do that tour again. With that band. I was only supposed to do one show, and
You was on the tour?
Yeah, it was like another Eric situation. He wanted to keep me around, and I appreciate that, man. Like artists don't have to do nothing like that, man. They got money; they can do what they want. So it makes you have another appreciation for what you do. Even though I was playing percussion, that was my favorite time ever doing that. It's like the pride that I had doing it, man. Because it was a party on stage. I'm smoking weed, just passing. As soon as I hit a blunt, another blunt is in my face. Everywhere you go, you're a mob. You smoking weed. You walk into the hotel smoking weed. Like, I had to get myself back on track after I got off that tour, man. Because it's like, I'm doing whatever I want. Like, look at me right now. I'm smoking in the house.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be smoking in the house?
No, I usually smoke on the balcony, man. Or I smoke by the window. Nah, I'm smoking in the house. See? But that shit was fun.
You hungry?
All right.
See?
Jinkies.
Jinkies. What's Jinkies?
The Voodoo.
French toast potato tots.
I got the bacon and eggs with the wheat toast.
Spicy Italian sausage and eggs.
Jenkins, Sherman Oaks.
With potato tots. It's these cookies that I like. If I give you one of these, you know, just shut up. If I give you this cookie, you ain't gonna care about that cookie.
Why would you give me? I'm saying I
It's
love
a vegan
this,
cookie.
but I'm saying I like this cookie.
You should.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I can eat these together.